Well, hello there. Sorry, you caught me admiring the view, but what a view that certainly is. Is this the second coming of the Renault Clio, or should it be the fifth? Because it's the fifth generation of Renault Clio that we've had. The little supermini that has Formula One running through its chassis rails. The DNA is definitely there. Remember the 1990s Clio Williams? Well, this is the full hybrid Esprit Alpine Renault Clio. And let's see exactly what this car has got to offer. Shake it, Kaz. The front end of the Clio has finally been given a facelift. It's got the new 2D badge, it's got the lovely grille which you'll feature on the Austral as well, and cool headlights. I like these detail areas down here as well. It makes it look sporty and racy, and that's where the heritage of this car lies. The overall shape of the Clio has always looked sporty. It looks fast even when it's sitting still. With its 17-inch diamond cut alloy wheels, you've also got the Alpine logo on those wheels. They fit the wheel well, really nice. Coming back past the Esprit Alpine badge, remember Renault taking their hybrid technology from the Formula One race team of Alpine. They've got that proudly on the side of the Clio. There's a lovely bit of trim along the bottom here which just breaks up the whole orange expanse of the Valencia orange colour scheme, with a deep privacy glass and then an actual fuel cap at the back for you here, nice and easy to get to. But the Clio, as I said at the beginning, it looks good even when it's not moving. And finally, we come to the back of the Clio, and there's not a huge amount to shout about here. Yes, it has got the new badge, and they've put the reversing camera housed right in the middle of that badge. They've put that in there, and it looks pretty cool. They've got the E-Tech hybrid badge across the far side, which you know I'm a fan of all hybrids, and especially if it has a link in with any motorsport theme. And to actually open the boot itself, well, it's down in the bumper. You push the button in the bumper, and then you have to come and lift the lid off the boot. And inside there, you get 301 litres of boot space. There is a big load lip in there to get in, but it's a supermini. It shouldn't have the biggest boot. Put the seats down, you get over 1,000 litres of boot space, so that's obviously going to be pretty good. But this is cool as well. A handle to actually close the boot and bring it down. Once we find ourselves inside the cockpit of the Clio, you're going to notice some pretty cool features here. Big touchscreen, big dashboard. Digitalised dashboard, fully customisable as well. On the steering wheel you can play about with that and get your settings just how you want them. The 9.3-inch screen here, which takes you inside the actual touchscreen element of that, well, I've got Apple CarPlay loaded onto that just now, and it's done wirelessly. Well done, Renault. You can also have Android Auto, and you don't need to have cables. There are USB options there for you, but I like my wireless Apple CarPlay. Then you've got to look for all the stitching. We've got cool stitching on the inside of the steering wheel, which is the red, white and the blue, the French national colours, the tricolore, and you're also going to find that on your actual seatbelt stitching as well, inside the actual seats and on the dashboard. Little French flag on the side. Cool touches. And finally, we make our way into the back of the Renault Clio, and after having oceans of space in the front, we find ourselves a little bit crammed in the back here. Clearly, the va-va-voom has all gone on the styling and the cockpit in the front to give you a little bit of space. And the back, well, they claim 16.5 centimetres of legroom. It's not like that for me, and that's where the seat would be for me driving. Renault claim there's 3 seats in the back here. I found this one and that one. If you find the other one, drop us a note in the comments below. But for children, it's probably perfect for their size. There's no USBs in the back, but there's plenty of headroom, which is good. There's a couple of lights on either side, and you've also got electric windows. The seats actually are very, very comfortable, as they are in the front. And it continues the cool theme of having the coloured stitching on the seat belt through the actual seats. And of course, for mums and dads, ISOFIXes are there. But ultimately, it's small, but it's a super mini. You know what you're buying. It's all about driving the car, looking cool, cruising about with your friends. So let's take it for a drive. Okay, some facts and figures about our little Renault Clio. It has got a miles per gallon of 67 mpg. WLTP range is around about 550. That's the petrol engine and the little hybrid that's bolted onto it as well. Remember, it's not a plug-in hybrid. This self-generates its own power through braking and de-acceleration, which is a great thing. I love hybrids. I'm a huge, huge fan. 145 brake horsepower, 112 miles an hour top speed. 0 to 62 is 9.3 seconds for this car. And your price tag for our full hybrid's £24,000. For the non, well, you're looking at a price tag of 20 grand. Now, Renault claim that you can do up to 80% of your city driving in EV mode on a hybrid, and that's what we're doing right now. We're on full hybrid, generating our own power by de-accelerating and braking. It's also got a very tight turning circle, this car, 10.4 metres. Remember the Renault Austral? We did a review on that one. One of the tightest turning circles we've seen. Hit that icon in the top right of the screen just now. You can watch that in-depth review. But Renault have obviously got something in their DNA which makes them want to have a tight turning circle. Must be what it's like when you're driving around the Champs-Élysées. The competitors for the Renault Clio will definitely be the Honda Jazz and the Toyota Yaris for small car electrification. And considering that Ford have now dropped the Fiesta, that's another one that bites the dust. So far, right now, I'm absolutely loving driving this car around the town. It's so much fun, and we're doing it in full hybrid mode. Now, Renault have put in this system the Human First programme. You may wonder what that is, but it comes with 17 driver aids that are all appearing on screen for you just now. But the main one, the biggest one, because for £24,000 recommended retail price, you get adaptive cruise control in this car, and not a lot of other manufacturers will give you that when it comes to that price tag. So a cracking move by Renault to put that in for that sum of money. In 1990, Renault launched the Renault Clio with a huge bit of marketing behind it. Remember Papa, Nicole, Va Va Voom? It was all such a big thing on our televisions, and it was critically acclaimed as well. It was a really good car when it came out. They launched the Clio Williams in '92. This is when they picked up on the motorsport heritage that Renault was involved in. Williams Renault were a huge Formula 1 powerhouse at that time, with Nigel Mansell winning the '92 World Championship. In 1999, they launched the Renault Clio RS, which was one step forward, the new edition you could say. And then they went completely motorsport crazy in 2006, where they actually built a mid-engine rear-wheel drive V6 monster. But that was something just a little bit different. Only 1,300 of those cars were ever registered for the road. And then we have this, the Esprit Alpine edition, the full hybrid, which is now the flagship Renault Clio. And we're on the motorway, so we're going to hit it into adaptive cruise control. I'm going to let you know exactly what I think of the car. So far in town, I absolutely love it. It's great being back inside a supermini. Okay, we've got ADC on, which is adaptive cruise control. This car has it for £24,000. It's a really good thing to have. So you can be on the motorway. We've set it to the national speed limit, which is 70 miles per hour where we are here, and it will control the distance to the car in front. I like it a lot. For anybody who does motorway miles, it's a great thing. 550-mile range in this, remember, you could go a long way in the UK on the motorways using adaptive cruise control. Visibility is great out of the windscreen. It's a very narrow pillar at the front, and the door mirrors are big enough for this little super mini. Wind noise is very, very low. Road noise a little bit higher, but they're very low profile tyres on this, and I'm also going to give it a little bit of leeway because the road surface isn't the greatest. When we get on a smooth bit, yeah, it does get a lot better. So as we pull out here, again, you've got so many features in the Human First programme that lane assist is something that I've been getting a couple of little tugs in the steering wheel just to make sure I'm correct in the lane. I like how Renault look after you. All these safety features, you can toggle them on and off. You can put them stronger or weaker, but it's good that Renault have given you them. We've also got heated seats in this car, and it's something that I've never really been used to, but it's nice to have it first thing in the morning. My buttocks are nice and warm just now. And it's also got a heated steering wheel, which is completely new to me. It's obviously nice, but I wouldn't have it on too much when I'm driving because it does tend to make my hands sweat a little bit. But again, first thing in the morning when you get into a cold car in the winter, have it on, definitely. It's probably better than having it off. We've got Apple CarPlay on for our maps for this car. And it's wireless as well, which is a good thing because a few cars that we've been in recently higher up the price bracket have wanted you to plug a cable into your phone to the car. So well done Renault for letting you do it wirelessly for your Apple CarPlay, Apple iPhone, or your Android Auto. It's all there and it's all wireless. I do like that. And to navigate through the screen, it's very, very quick on Apple CarPlay. There's absolutely no lag whatsoever for us to get through there. So what do I think of the little Renault Clio? I really like it. It makes me feel young again. It takes me to a time when I was just driving about the streets for pure enjoyment. And that's what this car will do. The 3 driving modes, My Sense, Sport and Eco, all complement the car very well. And there's not a big change from when you're in full hybrid to petrol. There's no jump in the actual car. It's a nice, smooth, seamless transition. But that's what I think. I need to know what you guys think. Drop us some comments in the box below if you have driven one of these cars. And if not, get yourself to an Arnold Clark dealership and get behind the wheel of the Esprit Alpine Clio. I'm Duncan Vincent. This is the Arnold Clark YouTube channel. Like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload from us. And until next time, be good.